Hello everybody, it's Sharon here. Welcome back to my channel. I just wanted to do a quick flip through of the journal that I've made for you. This is the wedding journal that I've created and it's ready to go to its new recipients very soon. The person who asked me to make this is here and will be collecting it, taking it with them. So I just wanted to do that quick flip through before it's taken away. I am so happy with the way it's come out. So I've just got some neutral boho beads that I've made and they're attached to a piece of elastic, and then I have another piece of elastic. Both elastics are tea dyed and that piece of elastic has gone through the stitching for the signature, and on the edges we have lots of yummy lace and some paper beads that I've made that I've just attached with some pins. Okay, and the elastic can just be pulled up for easy access. And then inside, and I'm hoping this will video okay so that you can actually see. So I'll just take you through a walkthrough. Now I don't usually decorate or embellish my paper pads because I just love the papers as they are. So this one I've just attached the lace trim, and sorry everybody, I just had my mum walk in. Love you, Mum. She's visiting at the moment. I'm so excited. So yeah, I tend to leave the papers unembellished because I just love to look at how beautiful they are, and I figure if the new recipient wants to do anything with them, they can do that themselves. So the book has been inked all the way through. So this is one of the paint chip sample cards that we decorated in a previous video, and the same with the journaling card was also done in a previous video, so if you want to flip back and look at that you can. So I have an outer signature, so these are tuck spots, and the person who has requested this book has decided that they wanted to leave some of the tuck spots free, and that way the new recipient can pop their own ephemera in here when they receive it. And it's already quite a full book, so they were very happy with the way it was without adding any extra journaling cards or ephemera inside. So this little flag here I believe was from Tracie Fox's kit. I think it was in her labels kit actually, and I've just cut that flag out and added an extra piece with book paper. And this is also from Tracie's kit. This is part of her collage paper. Again, we made these in a previous video, so if you want to look at that, you're welcome to go back to that video. I just love these lace trims, and I have used some of these discs as a little tuck spot, so sorry, I didn't realise I wasn't in camera there. So they can tuck their own. I think I have, oops, I'll just get a little card and show you. So it just tucks in like that. So all I've done is glued down the side and across the bottom to create the tuck spot. And again, a paint chip sample card. There is a pocket here also, and this little tag that we made again in a previous tutorial. So in the videos that I have done when I've made some of the ephemera for here, I did mention that I make things in threes and then I work out what will actually fit in the journal. So this is an envelope that I've made using Tracie Fox's collage paper. I printed it on tea stain paper and just made a little cluster, and the image is from ArtVintages, and again with the image on the back that creates the little tuck to close the envelope. So I've just hooked that over the page, and a paper flip. Let's see if I can show you. Sorry, the way I have my camera set up, it's quite low at the moment, and I think I mentioned previously that I think I've broken part of the inside of it, so I don't want to try and move it higher just in case. So I hope you can see okay. Now this is actually a flip that I've made, And I will try and do a tutorial on that at a different time, and I've just attached it with some fabric, so was really happy with the way that came out. And it does have a pocket in. I can't show you what's in the pocket in this one, but there is another one further on, so I can show you that. It's something that's personal to the person who's giving the gift. And there's a little heart fold out, and I love the fact that when it folds out it's in the shape of a flower. No idea from somebody else, and I honestly cannot remember. They did a journal for ARTYmaze. I think it may have been a design team project journal, and they had one in there, and I was in journal mode at the time and I loved the look of it, and so I rushed straight out to my craft room and forgot to save who had posted that video. So I will try and find that before I post the video and link that person in the description. And if I can't find it, I truly apologise. I was really upset with myself for not making a note of it at the time. But such a beautiful idea, and I thought for a wedding journal a little heart was quite fitting. Even though I'm not putting a lot of wedding detail in here, it totally fit the brief. So, and there's a tea stain doily, and then some pattern double-sided paper in the centre. So I think I mentioned that I'm using 2 paper pads. One is single-sided and one is double-sided, and they've married together beautifully. Now this is a pocket that I've made out of a large snippet roll that I made. I've had the snippet roll made for some time, and I've only just popped the lace over the top so I could use it in this journal. And because it's so much wider, my intent was to be able to use it for pockets and things, so I love the way it's come out. I don't like to have a lot of decoration and stuff on my snippet roll. I love it just as it is. I haven't actually tried embellishing it, but I just love the pretty that you get by joining all those different fabrics together, so I've left it as is. Now I've mentioned to you all that I love photography, so I've made my own journaling cards out of some photos that I've taken, and I have also spoken to you before about the fact that I love the vintage, so that's obviously the way I've chosen to create these cards, and I'm really excited about the way they've come out. I've actually made those for my mum's journal, and a lot of family members have been talking about them, and I'm really happy to continue including those in my journals. Just an altered playing card, and this pocket here also has a pocket at the front as well, so plenty of room for the new owners to add their own personal touches. And this paper flip folds up. Again, sorry, I'm trying to keep it in camera for you. And I believe that paper flip I first saw on Gayle Agostinelli's channel, and I really love it. I love the fact that it adds decoration to the page, but it also adds extra journaling space. Again, I have a tuck here and here. I haven't added embellishments. I was going to, but the person who asked for the book has had a flip through and they don't want any extras. They actually said they were happy with the look of it as it is, so I haven't added any decoration there. And my little slide tuck, and I've just popped a little envelope that I've made. And it folds out with journaling space inside, and I do have these little artworks that were created by someone very special to me who told me that I could use them in my crafting, so you will see those shining in the journal, and I'm so thrilled. I don't actually know if I'm, oh sorry, I think I bumped the camera. I don't actually know if I'm allowed to mention her because she doesn't know that I share these with you guys, so I won't do that for now, but I'm so lucky to be able to use her beautiful artwork in my journal, so thank you to that beautiful person. I love you so much. Mwah. She's very dear to me. And an altered paper clip. So again, I've just tried to keep the embellishments relatively simple. There's a pocket here, Again, have left it empty so that the owners can add their own touches. A beautiful fabric flip from inspiration from Gayle Agostinelli, and I love the paper flips and the fabric flips so much. So another tuck. I love the inspirational words also, so you'll see those throughout a lot of my journals. And my little mini pocket, I'm actually in love with it. I think it came out beautifully, and I love the little detail touch that it adds, and it's not overdone, it's just a beautiful little embellishment. And again with my photos, just with a paper tuck there. And I've just left the cards white because they are a photo. I decided that they wouldn't normally have stenciling and that sort of stuff over the top. Aren't those papers pretty? And the beautiful crochet trim. So the embellishments are very similar but different. Everyone, I love the messy stitching on that card. Similar but different all the way through. So I did actually have to take some embellishments out because my journal was so thick, guys. I didn't think it was actually going to fit at all into the cover. And I think I only took out 2 pockets and 2 tags. And I took out a fabric tuck. And I think that was all I removed. Everything else has gone in. So, and that's actually left a couple of just blank pages, which, so an altered paper clip there. Another pocket, just made out of the paper. I did actually add this piece of paper to the papers I was using. It's from one of the collections that I had already put in my journal. And I love the added touch that that's given. A little bit of extra detail. Again, Tracie Fox flag and her collage paper as a little disc tuck. Another paper fabric flip, sorry. So pretty. There's a disc tuck in there. Tea stain doily. And this is the center of the signature. Now this envelope is one that I've made out of some recycled paper that I've made. And it opens up. I haven't actually included anything in there. I thought because this was gifted as a wedding, it might be a nice spot for them to tuck away anything that they want to keep as mementos. So I've left that plain. So again, the front of the envelope, which is all just stamped. And I've actually glued that after I've sewn it into the signature. The middle signatures I've sewn all the way around just to add a little bit of extra detail. Doily, my tiny pockets, which I absolutely love. Another one of those beautiful artworks. Now the envelope in the center signature is slightly larger than the ones in the front and the back, and I've just created a little tuck spot using some of the paper on this one for the envelope to close. And it's stuck slightly. So that just clips over the page for now. Tuck spot. Another of the paper flips. Now these papers are double-sided, but they're still light enough that I think if you wrote on them you would be able to see them, or alternatively you could add photos to them or imagery of some description. So this slide tuck I have attached to the top of the page, and again each one of these where there's brown cardboard showing at the back, there is actually room at the top to slip things in. I don't know whether I've got a small image here that I can show you, but it is very delicate to get in there, so they can actually sit things. A little photo or something would be able to sit in there. Another one of the heart flips. I do love the way that one opens up into the book. Some blank journaling paper and my photo journaling card with a paper tuck from the paper pack. And I love the way the colours blend there. I was really happy with the way my photos blended with the papers beautifully. And the last signature with the paper bead. Paint chip sample pocket. And the tag, which was made out of a tea-stained vanilla folder. Another pocket there, which is really pretty. A heart flip. And another one of the negatives, more of the beautiful artwork. Make sure you can see that properly because it's an absolute credit to the artist. Beautiful mandalas. I love them. And I've just lost my spot, so you're getting a sneak peek, guys. There we go. Okay. Make sure that you're actually focused. I don't know why my autofocus isn't working. So, inspirational word flip, or tuck, sorry. An altered paper clip. A pocket with a pocket. The altered paper, playing card. Tracie Fox's digital, as well as the little round. I really do expect that technology will just keep up with me when I'm videoing. As far as the focus is concerned, I love the way that I can have that little butterfly or moth just showing there, peeping through. Hoping I'm focused. Okay, a beautiful fabric flip again. I just love those. So this image here is from ArtVintages. I think all of the imagery that I've used throughout here has come from ArtVintages or from Tracie Fox. So this is another one of those flip out pockets with a photo journaling card that I've made. Tucks back in there. Can be a little bit tricky to slide in. And another one of those tiny little pockets. Sorry if I'm making you seasick by touching the screen, but I just want to make sure it's focusing properly. And these tiny little tags also have the imagery on them from that beautiful artist. I'm hoping that's focusing properly so that you can actually see. Just beautiful. Okay, tea stain doily, and then the middle of the signature for this one. So I have the snippet roll, but I've gone vertically instead of horizontally and created tucks rather than pockets. And the journaling cards, because we had a garden theme with the journal, I think that's my favourite. I can't help it, sorry. I've just gone with some garden photos, some photos of flowers that I have taken in the past. another of the envelopes that I've created using the collage papers from Tracie on the tea stain paper. I love those so much, they will become a favourite, I think. And then the tuck spot with the disc, the paper flip, again with the double-sided paper, some of the beautiful artwork. So these are just glued down, they are purely just for decoration, but I think they add a really pretty touch. And another pocket here. I must say, these doilies, I was hoping to create a tuck out of them just using the doilies, and once I had sewn them together, they were very, very fragile, and I was almost going to discard them or at least tuck them away for a rainy day because I didn't know how I could make it work. And I added them to the book paper and they were so much more sturdy and still had that beautiful detail of the doily, so I was really excited that that worked. Okay, so some blank journaling paper, a pocket with a pocket at the front, and the journaling card that we did in the previous video. Again, that was a paint chip sample card. The word tuck and the corrugated card tuck. I believe I did the corrugated card in a previous video as well. And then we have the fabric tuck with the tea stained, colour tea stained tea bag that I've turned into a journaling card. And that just tucks in there. And I love that that's flexible, that I can lift it because the tea bag is quite delicate, so I can lift it slightly to get the tea bag under there. I was trying to open that page and I had my hand tucked into the tuck there. I was like, have I glued that down? Okay, so a paper tuck with another photo journaling card. And then the last page of the signature. And the inside of the cover is actually the same recycled cardboard that I've used to make, or recycled paper, sorry, that I've used to make the envelope in the center of the signature. So the same as that. So I think that's a really nice touch too. Okay guys, and that's my beautiful journal. I'm so happy with it. I'll be sad to see her go, but I'm also excited for the new owners to receive her and add their own beautiful things to it. Okay, and again this elastic just tucks back over, which makes a really super simple enclosure. And I have just tied that in a knot, but if, sorry guys, if the journal gets too full, it's quite easy to undo that and make the enclosure looser. So I've added some extra fabric, partly so it can dangle and be pretty, but it also gives the journal room to move and grow. And as you see, the way it's sitting there, it's actually, it's quite large, so it's sitting at quite an angle. I think that's actually flat for you guys, but I'm holding it up. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this flip through, and thank you for those who have joined me as I've created this journal. It's been such a fun process. And I look forward to my next venture. I haven't quite decided what will be next, but I'll be sure to include you all. Okay, thank you everybody. Happy crafting, take care, see you soon. Bye.